A very, very, very good morning today, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is Monday once again, and where originally this series would have ended, I have decided to continue doing these series until the end of the competition that spawned the birth of this particular series. So, which is actually going to end tomorrow. So we have had this competition running starting on the 8th of May and running till the 6th of June, which is tomorrow. So currently the competition is still ongoing. We have people trading in the competition. We have had a lot of participants, around 75 participants in total, which has been really, really, really amazing. And people, just to see people using these day trading updates to use this for their own benefit really makes it very, very amazing to watch all of this. So today, the second to last episode, tomorrow is going to be the last. And then on Wednesday, I will be also doing a live stream where we're going to review a little bit and talk about the competition and do a Q&A and everything. And then after that, the Crypto Compass series will move over and become a part of the Discord community of Thrive Labs, which is going to go live on the 14th of June. If you're interested in taking a look at it, go to the website. The link is actually in the description below. And right now, if you sign up and partake into a membership before the 14th of June, then you will be able to enjoy a 20% discount. This is also the place where you're going to find your Crypto Compass video updates, but also much, much, much more than that, as I will be available during the main trading sessions of the day. The majority is going to happen in New York anyway, where I'm going to help everybody navigate through these sessions. So having that said, let us just dive straight into it by simply picking things up from... Hold on, let me close off those annoying notifications. 1 small second. There we go. All right, so let us just start off with where we ended the week on, where in the last update, I was looking for something along the lines of a rounded bottom, where we have put in this low at first, where we then have put in that low at first. What we did during the day for the continuation of the day, we went to the upper side of the channel, which I did mention, where I think, okay, the probability is a lot higher that we're going to test the highs first before we would see a drop, right? So this is where the main idea that I was looking for over the day, although I also said in that update, I am going to look to short the top of the range if it is given. Now, the way that actually developed, I found some nuances in that, and on Twitter, I attempted to clarify my idea around it as it was changing throughout the day, where I said like, okay, while I'm still trading the range, I am conservative on the shorts, but I won't necessarily be scared to take one if the opportunity is given, right? And then even my final words before the weekend, this can definitely gain momentum to the upside. I will not blindly short a rise, but take a more conservative approach and only on signs of a proper rejection. And this is very important to keep in mind, because what really happened now? So let's dissect this a little bit, as this will give us a backdoor, or how do you say that? This is how we can connect it to the current price action, which I'm going to cover afterwards. But it's important to understand the things that I saw and why I did or did not take action. So I was interested simply in this testing these highs. So what did we do? We made our full rotation to the top of the channel. Then we did take these highs. We also got a rejection and ended up in the middle, giving us a sign of indecision, I would say. Then we had another drop, and eventually, as we were heading into the weekend, we started trading outside of this downward sloping channel, not with great momentum, not testing the highs. We came up again, and then instead of getting a proper rejection, in other words, getting back into the channel, which is where I was personally looking to take a short if we did not take out this high, right? Never happened. And instead, it actually acted as support. And what happened over the weekend, we simply just traded very, 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 very sideways, never really getting back into this channel. We did get back into the channel, but the backtest did not really succeeded and eventually kept on ranging. And then we finally yesterday had the moment of opportunity that I was looking for a short trade to the upside. And this is really, really, really great because over the weekend, even though we didn't got the momentum, this is really where, and this is the lesson I want to give to you guys today, that patience is absolute of the utmost importance. Because you could have attempted to short here, right? But nothing really happened and eventually getting stopped out, for example. However, the way that I looked at it, I was like, okay, the opportunity here is simply not given. The opportunity is simply not given. The opportunity is simply not given. So instead, what I waited for, instead of being annoyed or getting scared to actually take the trade, I'm simply now starting to view this as, okay, this is new information that will provide an opportunity for later. Because if price is simply doing pretty much nothing, it is building liquidity to both sides, right? So actually making that original opportunity that I was looking for, a price action type of trade over here by taking out this highs, makes it even better. And waiting it out over the weekend, we could see that yesterday evening, or yesterday night really, for me at least personally, in my local time zone, we did have exactly that type of price action that I was anticipating, and thus I shot my chance, saw the opportunity, and simply, well, was able to short this rise. Because this is where all the signs were given. As we were breaking out, we finally got the longs very aggressively, the greed coming into the market right at the top before a breakout, and then simply just dropping down and trapping all the longs, getting our rejection finally. That gave us a really good shorting opportunity, dropping it down now at the moment back into this downward sloping channel. Not only in this downward sloping channel, but also the reason extra confluence why we got rejected over here. If we take a look at our 786 speed fan level, we can see that even though throughout the weekend we washed through it more or less, in the end, for the real opportunity, this level once again gave that extra confidence and confluence, where we could use it as an extra reason and an extra argument to look for that rejection at that particular place. In my opinion, this is really where the strength of analysis, technical analysis, comes from. It's amazing to see that it works so well if you interpret it at the right time and right place and use that to create opportunities for yourself. And that's why trading the markets is so amazing. Right, so where are we at right now? I have now closed off of that trade for more reasons than just one. So first of all, personally, originally, I was looking for this rounded bottom idea. Well, as you can see, obviously we did not get that. I also do not necessarily like the idea anymore because I wanted it to happen faster, preferably over the weekend where, you know, you had this rounded bottom forming before we would see a further rise. Currently, I have discarded this idea, even though it might still happen, but I'm not trading that idea anymore, simply because there's now too much space between these events. So I do not like the idea anymore. So I'm approaching it slightly differently. And the way that I'm approaching it currently is I also do not necessarily like this downward sloping channel anymore so much. I would rather say like, okay, do you know what? I'm going to extend this white box that we already had on Friday, and I'm going to adjust my technical analysis based off of that alone. I will get to the point why I took profits over here in a minute, but let me first just show you how I am looking at the price action currently. I would say this looks for now pretty fine to me. Actually, as a matter of fact, I want to connect it to the candle close. You can fiddle with it a little bit, but it, as you can see, it clearly shows us some nice price action where we also have that midline respected. So for now, I'm going to go with this one while keeping in mind that we do have these lows below. But as you can see, it frames the price action, in my opinion, pretty nice. So this is the one that I'm going to go with for now, where I'm simply going to look to trade the range once again. Now, as you can see, you might now see with this fresh analysis, you might see the reason why you might want to take profits on the trade. Well, I did it for a different reason, because in the end, you should be aware by now that if you've been following this series, it is not this channel that we are looking at only. We are also looking at the larger channel that we have been looking to trade for over 3 weeks right now. And boom, there we go. We have once again hit that middle of that channel. Hence the reason why I'm taking profit. And as you can see right now, you can now start dividing this once again into another section, which for me is now this white box, right? So very, very simple, straight to the point and forward analysis, but effective. Once again, I am going to look to trade this range for the day. So I would appreciate just one tiny more little drop for that level to get extra respect. That is what I'm looking for. If it doesn't happen, that is fine as well. But in order for me to see that bounce getting more momentum, we really need to reclaim, I would say, 26,900. If we do that, then I would say, like, okay, we can get that bounce going on, where I would be looking to trade it once again to the top of this channel, assess the situation there, and where I can decide to close out of my long trade, for example, and flip into a short trade. However, if the momentum really is picking up a lot, I can always decide to still take profits, but keep a part of my trade open. And that is exactly what I'm going to look for today. This is my starting point. Of course, this might change over the day as we get new information that I won't be able to put into this update currently, right? So for now, what I'm looking for is I would like to see another drop to the downside, to the bottom of the range, to trade this channel for today. If we break out to the downside, then we can simply extend once again to the older channel, and we could look to trade it down lower towards the $25,000 region. 25,800 region. And if we break up to the upside, then simply we have that level next of 27,700, where we also have our little bit of previous consolidation going on, and thus resistance. If we reclaim that, then obviously the really big volume level that we have been rejected off of on a higher time frame before, set at $28,000. More or less. If we reclaim that, then we can really start looking at that 30,000 plus levels again. Until then, gonna keep it simple, not over expecting anything from the markets, and simply going to trade what is being presented to me throughout the day. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how I approach a day on the charts. Once again, hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. And make sure to take a look at the Discord community that is coming up if you want to enjoy a 20% discount. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good one, and see you tomorrow for the very last episode. Cheers.